Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Bini and Jake, the show where learning English feels natural, easy, and fun. I'm your host, Bini, and I'm so happy to have you here today.
And I'm Jake. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us again. We really love recording these episodes for you, and today's topic is honestly one of my favorites, right, Benny?
Absolutely. Today, we are talking about something every single person on the planet has, even if it's different for each one of us, and that is
Both excited.
daily
Daily
routine.
routines. Yes, daily routines are so important when you're learning English because they help you build vocabulary, use time expressions, practice verbs, and talk about your life in a simple and natural way.
Exactly. And even better, daily routines are something we talk about all the time in real life. When we meet someone new, when we talk to a friend, when we describe our schedule, routines come up everywhere.
So today's episode is going to be very helpful. But before we start, remember to like this episode, follow the podcast, and share it with other English learners.
Yes, your support really helps us grow this channel and keep making useful content for you. And today we also have something special. Just like in the sample script you shared earlier, we have a story from one of our listeners. Her name is Lena, and she sent us a detailed message describing her daily routine. We'll listen to her routine, discuss it, and then compare it with our own routines so you hear lots of examples.
It's going to be a long, rich, useful episode. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn a lot of English today.
Hello, my name is Lena, and today I want to share my daily routine with you. I hope it helps other English learners. I usually wake up at 6:15 a.m. on weekdays. I'm not a morning person, so waking up early is always a little difficult for me, but I try my best. The first thing I do is sit up in bed and stretch my arms. Stretching helps me feel a little more awake. After that, I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and rinse my eyes with cold water. The cold water helps me feel fresh and ready to start the day. Then I go to the kitchen and make my morning drink. I don't drink coffee every day. Sometimes I drink tea, but usually I drink warm lemon water. While the kettle is boiling, I look at my phone. I check my messages, read the news, and reply to important texts. Around 6:40 a.m., I change my clothes. Because I work at a school, I normally wear comfortable clothes, nothing too fancy. After getting dressed, I prepare my breakfast. My breakfast is simple, usually oatmeal with bananas or toast with peanut butter. At 7:05 a.m., I leave my home. I walk to work because the school is only 15 minutes away. Walking helps me wake up and gives me some quiet time before the busy day starts. I arrive at work around 7:20 a.m. I put my bag down, go through my lesson plans, and prepare materials for my students. My classes start at 8 a.m., and from 8 to 12, I teach English to different age groups. At 12:15 p.m., I have lunch with some of the teachers. We usually sit together in the staff room. My lunch is normally something homemade, rice with vegetables, noodles, or sometimes leftovers from dinner. After lunch, I have afternoon classes until 3:30 p.m. When classes finish, I spend about 30 minutes marking homework or organizing lesson papers. I usually leave school around 4 p.m. When I get home at around 4:20 p.m., the first thing I do is change into comfortable clothes. Then, I take a break. I sit on the sofa and watch a short video or listen to calming music. At 5 p.m., I exercise a little. Sometimes I do yoga, sometimes I go for a walk. After exercising, I take a shower. Around 6:30 p.m., I cook dinner. I enjoy cooking, so I tried different recipes. After eating dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. In the evening, I usually read a book, study something for my job, or spend time with my family. Sometimes we watch a movie together. At 10 p.m., I start getting ready for bed. I brush my teeth again, wash my face, and change into pajamas. Before sleeping, I like to read for 20 minutes. I normally go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I try to sleep for at least 7 hours because I feel much better when I sleep well. And that is my daily routine. Thank you for listening. Wow, thank you so much, Lena. That was a really clear and helpful description of your day.
Yes, absolutely. She used so many perfect verbs and time expressions, very good for beginners and intermediate learners. Let's talk about some of the things Lena mentioned, because her routine has a lot of useful English phrases.
One thing I noticed right away, she wakes up at 6:15 a.m., and she said she's not a morning person. I think many people can relate to that.
Definitely. But what I like is that she stretches first. That's a great way to wake yourself up. She used the phrase, sit up in bed and stretch my arms. Very natural English.
Yes, and she mentioned washing her face and rinsing her eyes with cold water. Many people say this is the fastest way to feel awake.
And good vocabulary. Brush my teeth, wash my face, cold water, fresh.
I also like that she drinks lemon water instead of coffee. Not everyone drinks coffee in the morning.
Yes, and she used a common routine phrase. While the kettle is boiling, I check my phone. This structure is great for learners.
Lena walks to work. Lucky her. Walking is healthy and relaxing.
She used the verbs leave, walk, arrive. These are essential for describing routines.
Her teaching routine is great for vocabulary. Lesson plans, materials, marking homework, staff room, very useful for anyone working in a school.
She gets home, changes clothes, relaxes, watches something, and then exercises. That's a very balanced routine.
And she ends her day with reading. Such a peaceful habit.
Okay, Jake, now let's compare. How similar is your routine to Lena's?
Well, it's a little similar and a little different. So here's my routine. I usually wake up around 7 a.m., a bit later than Lena. The first thing I do is drink water because it helps energize me. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. But I don't eat breakfast immediately. I like to make coffee first. I sit near the window, enjoy my coffee, and check my messages. After that, I usually eat breakfast, maybe eggs or toast. Around 8 a.m., I start preparing for the podcast or for my other work. I check emails, plan episodes, write notes, and organize my tasks. I usually eat lunch a bit later, around 1 p.m., sometimes something simple like pasta or rice with vegetables. My workday usually continues until 5 p.m., then I go for a short walk outside. After that, I shower and relax for a bit. Dinner is around 7 p.m., and in the evening I like to watch a show or read. I normally sleep around 11 p.m.
Sounds like a balanced day. My routine is similar in some ways, but different in others. Here's mine. I wake up at 6:45 a.m. First thing I do is drink warm water and stretch my back. Then I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and wash my face. I love breakfast, so I eat early, usually fruit with yogurt or eggs with vegetables. After eating, I get dressed and start planning my day. I usually spend my morning working on podcast materials, answering messages, and preparing scripts. Around 12:30 p.m., I have lunch, mostly homemade food. In the afternoon, I record podcast episodes, edit videos, or plan future lessons. I finish work around 4:30 p.m. Then I like to relax or go for a walk. Dinner for me is usually around 6:30 p.m., and I love cooking new recipes. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. At night, I sometimes call my family, read something, or watch a short video. I go to bed around 10:45 p.m. Daily routines help English learners understand verb tenses, simple present, time expressions, everyday vocabulary, natural conversation patterns.
Yes! And they help you talk about yourself confidently. Here's some useful phrases from today's episode. I wake up at, I usually, first, after that, I leave for work at, I get home around, in the evening, I like to, before bed, These phrases are extremely common in English conversations.
If you want more practice, you can listen to Lena's routine again. Repetition helps you remember new vocabulary.
Exactly. Listening many times is the fastest way to improve your understanding.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning about daily routines.
And remember, practice makes progress. Try talking or writing about your own routine today using the vocabulary we taught you.
Don't forget to like, follow, and share this podcast.
And tell us in the comments, what time do you wake up every day? We want to hear from you.
See you all in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.